giving a special fair hearing, because that is what people are saying. Near Omuke amounts to some kind of special arrangement to be an speaker, ethics committee, and I don't understand what they are seeking.
Near about speaker then Michael Quay. A friend but when fee.
No, it's a different conversation. And no, it was not an independent who joined it.
To hear his side of the story then.
No, near me can say, no. At the time, no, an independent or join political party. No, political party bim, and he decided to go independent. Well, and if we extended that to him now in Fina, well, I think it is well within his right to do so. But is it a requirement? Say before action can be taken on sa provision, say your friend Ipano na baby sano. Say at the end our join political party. And questions being, I mean, really at the end on baby sano, and at the end of Beka, and in the history of our parliament, at least in the Fourth Republic, do we have evidence to show say Obia will losing a seat who has vacated his seat under Article 97? Nipano was given the so-called right to fair hearing. I'm Martin. Yam friend, Yam Bisana, Yam Bisanushi. The very minute it happened, and when Parliament proceeded to take action. Over why you saying? Esi and Yam Bisani said, "Betray Muni Ntia, who switch you call and you know." There be the very minute or time the paper score, you know. That was the minute Parliament who said, "What from Rano into action ought to be."
Ain't in the crack run saying.
The crack run say, the speaker, in my view, acting on this provision, did not have to have a special arrangement. You see your right to natural and fair hearing, whatever.
Natural justice.
What has here?
Okay.
Because
so the speaker acted within his right.
That is my view.
Okay. Let me take a few comments. Ms. Hambrab, you might go around, but just a few people now. Kofi Okumase says, Chairman General, you see what is happening? They have succeeded in diverting attention from national problems like Galamsey and are focusing on noise in Parliament. What benefit does this bring to us, the ordinary citizens? Who is considered the majority and minority? Kofi in Kumasi. Citizen Francis says, considering Ghana's parliamentary chaos with both NDC and NPP, I urge voters to think twice next time before voting skirt and blouse, which has resulted in a hung parliament we have today. That's from Citizen Francis. Zachariah says, Atik Samu Kujato, the distinguished lawyer, has said, Parliament makes laws, Supreme Court interprets, saying. Quick one, Atik, may check qualifications for Speaker of Parliament. You don't necessarily have to be a lawyer, but we a lawyer advantage.
No, can't stand that.
Okay,
I think that is the truth. There is no.
You don't have to. You don't have to be a lawyer.
You don't have to be a lawyer.
No. In fact, it says Ghana's constitution dodoesn't say that the speaker must be a lawyer.
I wasn't talking about the constitution.
Because qualification of speaker, the speaker is elected from among members of parliament or from persons qualified to be members of parliament as stated in Article 95 of the 1992 Constitution. This means the speaker must meet the same eligibility criteria as members of parliament. You don't have to be a lawyer, but you're a lawyer, obviously it's an advantage. Okay. But if your standing order says something else,
I'll double check again.
Obisi Kojo says, don't we wish we would see some of this parliamentary energy directed at stopping Galamsey? Kojo, I'm sure Professor Jikum loves you today. Okay. Right. Nana Kumia on what time I should be dreamed that. Yendi entre bimuda. Gymnastics air course were at saying.
Kwame Sefame Dasi. Na air course of parliament. Air time, particularly from the NDC. Main cancer because Mimi NPP. So NPP for the ABB Nanya. Yabeka. Na NDC for ye air time. Na Kwame, yen tree ya dream bad there back so.
Yeah.
Yen democracy ye gusui. I could all may. And never be a kuta yen democracy anymore. Kwame Budimsa. And never be what a kuta yen democracy. Teach you a cream pran in the say. Sentia and ba. Bibi ohoni entiase fire constitution no. Na Supreme Court ebekan. Ene fine.
Yeah.
And any idea back on teacher agina ekuta yen democracy. And yes, as in tokwa ba yen timi me anyan tokwa but entiase amba yen timi and so ano. Na ebetimi lead to something totally different. Etina ya jatum say ye nya adwen timi anko benkroa. Open that's an ye nya adwen timi anko benkroa.
School fees in the moye.
Na Supreme Court bekano.
Yeah.
Se would ni omo ya adwen o, uni omo nya adwen. Once o makano ohoni ebeko. Until say o masisa o madwen. Enu ni ade ba ko a ekuta yen democracy emu. And now kai election petition 2013. Our judgment was I think 5-4 was a thing. MPP4 can say Yenny Supreme Court and Yatri. If I don't see DNA the call pink sheets in the Baumian's testimony. Necessary come my side judgment. Into Yatri. But on my kind dear Yajiatu. Another petition 2021. And also NDC for say omni Supreme Court en yadwe. But Oma Kane e twaso. Because sana emra no hwe constitution ma. Ebano say intiasie ye nya adwen kobenkura Supreme Court can find out. Because utia sa de no so a na just say democracy nya na ode to trouble. Because in that case, there's no law. Law no be anaju.
Meanwhile, no Bausha Daily Graphic and Nimanopea Speaker's declaration of 4 MPs, Supreme Court ruling binding on Parliament. Legal experts tell NDC caucus Albert Kwashiga Ewaha, yes, you're a private legal practitioner, UPSA law lecturer. Samson Ladi Ayenini, managing partner at A Partners at Law, Sanso Ewa Multimedia, also Omajin Che Ewaha. And Utie Minyan Kofe by Dominic Ayini, and so Eddie Atuja. Said the Speaker of Parliament must abide by Parliament by the Supreme Court to kind. Nana Pajotos.
Imrana Wogana Hano.
Yeah.
Imranu nye na Speaker Bagbin Eka. Yanu na Imranu.
And then Imranu.
Imranu na Imranu Trenu enye na President Akufo-Addo Eka. Imranu nya a Kwame Sefa kan woka ana mi na akunya meka enya no na Imranu ni na Supreme Court aka simple and short na way uko a secondary school kura ye chere us adie we secondary school obi anim enti say a whole political party ti say NDC na bo be kan say munnim sa adie enti Supreme Court kura aka mo ye bibi ebetia na che say democracy ni nya na moto akoni the entire democracy is built on the Supreme Court or the court being the final arbiters when it comes to the law. President Akufo-Addo betimi aye bibi as obetimi take executive action. Obi ka say president unti asie of mrano menjentu enipa ndे no betimi a obetwa kodane
Supreme Court
betimi aka say na president Akufo-Addo ye no sa na mrano epene so but on betimi aka say na oye no mrano mpene so so mo kasa na president Akufo-Addo ye no bebo agu
to say the dismissal of Domalevo.
Exactly.
The Supreme Court disagreed with President.
Yes, and yeah, no keke. Now, 31st December. 31st December, Jerry John Rawlings, president. I'm going to catch you and say, "Untimi endi 31st December." Is it G4?
31st. Almost say untimi use public funds.
Yes, you can't use public funds. It's a private matter.
Yeah.
And Jerry Rawlings obeyed. Because once a Supreme Court can, one comment to say, "Oh, Abrewa will feel." In your num cry, in Tiasia, yet dependent Tiasia, but you are no my will be sure back. And see a cassette could be and could be sa Abrewa. Supreme Court, almost Juma, ye democracy, almost ye Abrewa will feel. Sabrewa ni fear. Tokwano one betran and that's what penny ni fear ever ne besi and yama tig can no pay ninya mene ninya but adventure men kasa tig no okay entro ono so na dwen no men so ma dwen mene ninya ya dwen enko benkro so keke can say parliament will be at meeting baby I will pay enimu sa.
Well, even if he said I was off air because it didn't come to our attention. Any moment come
on. Or can say Obi between baby
one can
on air.
Man,
correcting you now. May say.
I didn't know some kind of offer person the back.
Can say you were on air.
But Manchester and Yamu can okay. Nana Kumia said that. What said that?
Messi, no, if they decide to see his practice,
it's called a convention.
And I mean, it's practice. If they decide to sit there, money, so you can legislate against that.
You'll be at me to be open.
You're not got to him.
If you so crowd can't say your bow studio, ha. Wait here. Parliament won't mean continue baby out there. It's never happened. Minority for our baby or and a majority for our baby or since your share parliament has in 1993 or something. It is a minority. Means me won't continue majority for young peninsula. It's not done. Don't mean continue baby I'll pay because we are MP. Obia would deem baby I'll work for continue.
Oh, name tags or
no. Everybody has their name tag on their desk.
Okay.
And even ultimate continue baby I would deem bo. That's all. And that's all your minority. Minority for multi speaker no left.
Dom
Ketwano, multi speaker no ni benkum. And a dom Kessia no eti speaker no ni nifa. And to your NDC ni untimin kotna semia MP ntimi kotna be ampe. No. And afi 97 Constitution 97 GR TK. Mene ni nyadwe. I say o free o party no mu a. Me ma dwen ni say about the floor of parliament. On the floor. Minji this said the Constitution of Ghana 97 is talking about political parties.
97.
Me ma dwen ni say your case we free party is talking about the floor of parliament, not a political party.
97G. If he leaves the party, of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament, to join another party, or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member, or if he has elected Miko H, or if he was elected a member of parliament as an independent candidate and joins a political party. 80, those are the grounds.
And I come say
so a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament if he leaves the party of which he was a member of at the time of his election to parliament to join another party, or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member.
Na Constitution is talking about the floor of parliament.
Okay.
Parliament. Yes, say na kumia NPP member of parliament for Kankwe South. And the idea do at parliament. So me corner me consistency say me free. NPP na me call NDC on the floor and constitution can was be my general.
Okay.
Obi so not dreaming say oh there be once our party you were did and also and a constitution. Also not general. There's no problem. In your dream come back. I don't have a problem.
Anything Ebeko Supreme Court.
And nothing na Ebeko Supreme Court. Because omuna constitution no amom to me. So omo be tre mbranasi. Omo kwa. Enye bagbin. Enye President Akufo-Addo. Enye wine. Only the court. And this a court no tre mbranasi. Na we no kra no court no entre mbranasi o. Omo say Speaker Bagbin Juma na wedi wo parliament.
Juma wedi no.
Juma wedi wo. Openye ma fast. Juma di.
Was that Juma di no? Di aka ho. Di Juma. Osesa na be Juma di. This all can say di Juma di a tautology.
The make Juma
Odi.
Juma odi.
Juma okay. And the Supreme Court say Speaker Bagbin.
Juma wedi.
Mami nye say. Adia na wa ye. No. Ntokwa dia nye. Mami ye martial arts. Ba ko mo kan chere say. Last thing I been so be come tokwa. Last thing I be.
Because you're trained.
Okoko ye bibi ne hu say o now start here. Baby you bet in Pentokwa. Into your opinion, I'm free.
The Speaker Bag Adia,
why?
Now I'm not sure, baby.
I am Russia Bridge. Yet the abed Danny and say a son of whom Rano Nippani be engine too. Into them, they are 7 about Danny Yen Supreme Court. Until once I did 7 about Danny Yen Supreme Court. Speaker Bagbin, Sa Juma Dieno. I can't say. Chisai. Stay off as stay near them. Chisai.
Now for Kunko.
Aha. Kunko, I made you yet. Chisai in the end. Why would you let me say?
And if I Kunko.
Aha. For the meantime, na ye shim. Into your monk can possess na Bagbin ye no. Etiamra no. Anase entiamra omon kansa si de asem na ba bedane ye so ma bedane ye ba be hwemu ni de e na wo kan na anase na wo ye no men konkon ho we say so mentiase and this was mentiase how omon ma ruling po afa no ba kohwe asebinum no ma tremra no senate. What is more simple than this? I will say untiase because Bagbin na cancer depending free parliament. And the ones are Bagbin na candidate. Bagbin na chair imran until mo de mo kwa na Bagbin kan. Mo book Bagbin na nimtia. Me sure say na Bagbin call her speaker Bagbin call because look. Me nya a notice a free Supreme Court to say say Juma na me dey me konkon. Until mama konkon. That is what Bagbin will say.
No, that's what you're hoping he will say.
Hoping, but some will be on Nimra. I'm sure that is what, because you cannot disobey the Supreme Court. You cannot. And you're possible.
Nana Kumia says you cannot disobey the Supreme Court. You cannot. It is not possible. Yes, Nana.
Said there's been cases in Rashid Bawa.
Rashid Bawa, Boniface Abubakar Sadiq.
They all came independent. They will be on Kanwas. But to the emphasis say, Yaya may be in the past. Mrano. This is the time, it was Daso, we slept on it. This is the time to seek.
To wake up from our slumber.
Proper judicial, person can be for na Supreme Court, because on bet church when say how I bet Article 97G and H. And on bet church in Yasi, na I clear. Senebe I call your name. Speaker be no be because when your first time Obekai Speaker Kwensuma the same judgment. Now only
with the Siama
time Speaker Kwema our judgment. Obi to say Honorable Ayarika. Me madam for what me dini hu yawo. O kan say sa de na okwe Speaker okwe aye.
Oni ni nyaji.
Isia oni ni nyaji nti Siama nko court.
But the Siama nko.
Siama nko. Until the son he's because he slept on his rights, but that's fine. And now Yari Gase Supreme Court Nipanet is no minimum. I mean, how? Politician, where are you going with you? 4 years ago, one speaker had the same ruling. Who are you? Can say, "Oh, this speaker no." What running? Into a CMA na Imran a speaker na any fan. Who can say on court? And now, obi the same as any court. Na court no aso asem ma. O say Supreme Court for no. Omuni Imran ade. Ade na politician. We are microphone. We are kasaya count that the public lose confidence in us.
Is it not interesting that the same parliament, the 8th parliament, started in chaos and is ending in chaos? What is it about this parliament?
Well, it's our parliament. But I'm the chat one in the same. Democracy, yeah, you could tell me.
Yeah.
Metisana, Madame for 2 force in a cancer. Or in the press conference, I'm saying, question they try me.
Yeah.
Cancer. Almost there. Speaker, share someone, and a speaker will decide, say, na nipa 4 na yen, etia constitution. Atufos in there can you? Was this speaker share seminum? Emma speaker decide say, Jumana nipa MPs 4 na yen, etia constitution. And nuntinum, omujitum say speaker wa kwine say obesi you me free parliament. Na speaker yen, sana brano eka.
Yeah.
And also can say into omuno season be a majority no a lawfully earned status. Kwame say na medical can law no mrano enye na speaker back be eka akola bia enim sade na mrano kan na Supreme Court be kan na mra enunti no na NDC for year they are being undisciplined. They are being unruly and they have to be brought to book.
We'll wait for Bagbin and see what he says. But okay. Okay, will be a friend MTN. Michael Tenyaunu. He also declared independent.
Yeah.
But he sat in parliament throughout whilst he was still campaigning.
Because I see independent at the next parliament.
We have slept on the law for very long time.
Yes, or see for future election.
Boniface they joined the NPP when they were still independent candidates.
Yes.
They should have lost their seats.
Yeah, well,
we all slept on the law, you know.
Well, that's what Nana Kumia is saying.
Who can H now? He says
it's your interpretation. It may be correct or wrong.
So
but it is your interpretation.
But I didn't say it is yours.
So we'll go to Supreme Court eventually.
It remains your interpretation.
So whose
interpretation? It is what the Supreme Court says that is the correct.
So whose interpretation Eddie and Martin free parliament? Whose interpretation Eddie why is in free parliament? It's wrong, saying. Let's just say at every point we have to go to Supreme Court for interpretation before the parliament can do anything.
No,
that's what it means.
No. Now won't go court that.
Marco court, so
what's your problem?
No, the point is, you see, Chairman, what
I
we
think,
are doing is
let me move on.
And
Yeah.
the Supreme Court says this, Parliament in Timin Yeshi. You are weakening one arm of government.
No. That is law, rule of.
It is not rule of law, Assem.
Okay.
At every point you have to go for interpretation before you act.
Oh yes. That's what court. Into being so cast and now court and so them.
Me, yeah, the Miko, I am not going to Obi
Well, there be Usuba with the Robako. I know, I'm just being silly. Don't worry, don't take it to heart. Yeah, try it to media in the Sukoko Peace 104.3. And let me just send a shout out to you, Samson Kwame Nyamiche, King Edward the Slave, and all my colleagues at Hello FM, Kumasi, Ichiamunina Anope, and Yo Kumasi, the Minko Konfa Nochi Teaching Hospital. A very good morning to you, Abena Dapa of Bacteriology Department, Konfa Nochi Teaching Hospital. Good morning to you, Abena Dapa. Thank you for listening. And also shouting out to all the guys at Adas FM Kentampo, Vespa, Nebusia Home, and to my posse at Rock FM, Tadi, Yichamunina no penny more mode, Mefidi atu Kokroko, Peace 104.3, say your radio, say a online, me say it be a YouTube bebre, it be a Facebook, it be su AT on all other channels. Munina, Yamama Chain, Anope, Adamasi. Somebody may feed at to Peace 104.3. Yanko enim na mene Professor Kofi Ejekum. Minkotie na drenche. Professor, that's far the Lord has brought us, Ebenezer. Baby, I'm on your 40 bedroom. Miss Rara.
Ordering one. Mokata Modia to anywhere, I must say aka and not a bianine.
45 days to election 2024. Yeah.
I yenina, she shall say, on Yamiasum be a metna. Na o may yam fair to my penfra. Now a mindful for and share yes so. Now Monsieur say, yeah, dretchy. And as I say, you drew majority raised to the power 2. Majority for a whole room,
aye. Majority 1, majority 2.
And me no and Trambon Crum.
And me,
yes. And moi, onini. Kusie onini onini omo ntena bonkro se kusi nino ewo bomba akoma be de no so bomba akoma kwam de ntia me se me wura ho no se so me se ye ka se ye do obi twapo a kwam tia se
na be penche mu
wo do obi twapo a wo hwe obi ne pa wo ye
na de akasem
se kwam se ye betim do watwa omo wo radio station bi a omo anwuma ensani no ya because so mon share send ya kwa message na djuma ya do twapo
okay enti ani papa okay
obi tumi odo pa ne so mon hwe na do ana na sa ya de what ya do asa twapo
nim de na honden
wa ben obren kura wa bren wa djuma mu yetim do twapo
ya da nyamiase
esa nkofo hwe wo so do musu Opa Ghana, your parliament in ade, a break a crapcham, the Amamira Hono, Yahoo Parliament, a whole bebre.
JH Mess and my bresso,
Minam Catro. Ocean Command,
Papa Usan Coma,
ne, Ocean Japan,
JH Mess, Osa Japan and Ado, Doa Jaho,
yes,
Apreku. Hey, remember Bessie?
Sa Parliament now the to
Justice DF Anan.
Yes.
Peter Lajete.
O the to way one. I dare not. Yes, Shassia them to Quana. A boy who wants to. Yes, a blade you try will be me.
Aye.
Some Russian bed japa. Oh, yeah, MP. Yeah, you war. Yeah, you speaker. A blade no so a free infant. Now obi so afa a ballot box omo we eti yan hyasie yie akame edan se o hyasie na fapem no ankoya utra anye yi ama foreman papa bi contractor papa bi a mekan jo se be amode na man sesa e be ha dwen wa hwe abusi dan na be enti nka de na aka na bia nanum na nia ye treni
na me video bi omo ma che omo salute se school kwala me ni say e do kra and the oh are you joking I've seen it mo dey 2 pieces of wala amo ma che say no omo salute
enti ho na me ba no say aka na
we are marching to our classes.
Yes.
Ampo.
Yes.
Are you guys saying this is what is happening? Bam. Right. So, I tell you, salute.
I want to make and not be a nine yeah, drink Ghana, Nimpuntio, Galamsea, many and Kora Bonnie, be called obi ko school na watwe sika no nyina wo ho ye sika sam atete apansam a ye ka ho asem ye hia parliament amo matranse no madwene ba bia de oman no be fa no ba bia dwene say ye na ye majority wo na ye majority kwame tiemi sam me ansa we
na open you meeting
onim say what the word enim guase ho
when nim egwas your face has fallen.
Yes. And you want animonyam ho.
Your face has dignity.
Nyam to sparkle.
Sparkle.
When nim no a yiro.
Ntene nyam.
And we animonyam. And I can say obi a peja obi anim. O peja o baby no bomodian. Sa take say ne papa no say wa peja ye anim, wa ma ye anim akoso. Ghana Parliament na oba yen bi brem atoye fam ha ye de atwapoa obi anim say yen de ye bibia kopepepe itina ye anim do wosoro na kwame wanim guase a wanim uda hwe ba bia we na ba na betofom ahone wo sese o anke anim kra anke antra ye kon was on tran ho ka edu ya koma so a ya bu anka enyina ho na ntwi break also on careful kase anim no e ba form nko so menya me
enka this afunu nsom
onsom
but still what trust
no akọ trust right ni kotodwe ni bibia form team parliamentary
openi omo match you
answer
nana kumia obi so dey send one
baby obi
Obviously, they are sending.
Come on, sir.
You can't be said from all any of them.
On the turn, sir. So, only we are someone. Be an offer.
When you was someone.
Now, I done a parliamentarian to send them walking or more match to send them school.
Open your momachi.
Aha. Shut. And one baby on my frabba. I bedroom primary school for. Middle school for SHS meaning say omo e ma che class and it say omo free nipa war parliament do na on kra bia diploma
at least the first degree
e be kra
and a diploma
PhD, double masters PhD bensia mo match abedu primary school eti oma nim no anti amefo mo anti antop awura menam atop bonkam no anti na me se metia na maye din se hey enti mrahye badwa pa ye hwe ni na se okoye majority aka na biana no
yeah
enti for MPP 4% or bomb majority who by a Nabiana. Bibia between Yakotwaba. So NDC, a percent or mere majority, a Nabiana. Yakotwabana, one sound near, a chasa Udi majority Nabiana. What day a day. Embrano, but Embrana, ya can ya didn't say, young man non so. Send your person on my uncle. And they say, come in, make us say, wouldn't say the public brains or a beer or TV or modumum if fear, usher near Becosone. Productivity so better. As I say, a nipa air petumint. None now, 70 year, Metese, honorable Afenyo, at their court, Supreme Court. I mean, only Nam Empire Mabo. Empire Supreme Court, and not the antem, and this I Behunia AC and a brain. Sana, and also cry, or Mubuya Crana. So say, ya Supreme Court on a act for me, and in a nim ya bun and nim tia. O Buonia Nidia de my Supreme Court. O can say Mpunanasi. A Supreme Court can say, there be a buyer to no. Ojiri se wona wo di nkunim dan so ya hwehwe mu a wa ni nkunim nia ye de ebem na ma no nkoto aso ene de ya nka hwe ye nyina ate ase edi so na eba sɛ na ɛna duanan num ho tumi a yɛ penti no yɛsɛ Supreme Court afɛ deɛ ɛho hia asɛm na ɔm kan no yɛmfa nyɛ hwee kame ɛyɛ awerɛho sɛ na ɛnwanwa sɛ nipa a yɛgye ɔmo di sɛ ɔmo nim de asɛm yi baa yɛ wotie lɔyafoɔ koraa asɛ obi a ɛka ne deɛ
obi a ɛkyerɛ no adwen
obi a ɛkyerɛ no adwen bɛda ase kwame obi a ɛkyerɛ no adwen nti sɛ obi a ɛkyerɛ no adwen a na ɛba saa na nokora ne mmara na ɛwɔ mu no ɛno nso ne deɛ wotie binom a Supreme Court for no koraa mpo no na no mehunu baako bi na wei no ɔyɛ MPP ni ɛna ɔbɛyɛ sei na baabi a yɛbɛpa Supreme Court agyagyefoɔ no biara kame ɛnyɛ dɛn a ɔmo party bi mu ansa na ɔmo yɛ lɔyafoɔ no ɔmo to aba
ɔmo yɛ na Chief Justice kora to aba Jean Mensah kora to aba electoral chairperson kora to
nti aba no ɔmo bɛto afa wiem ɔbɛto ama party bi na ɔmo adwuma na kyerɛ sɛ wonya ba sɛ yɛ enyiwanim sɛ wɔ party wei sɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ a atɛntenene ɛbɛyɛ adwuma nti sɛ ɛnɛ ɛyɛ awerɛhoda ɛwɔ ɔman mu sɛ nea ɛkɔ so yi paa mo check mo sɛ MPP for na sa akɔ ana sɛ ɔmo nsa akɔ yɛ de a kwame na ohun sɛ ɔmo nso gyiri sɛ ɔmo yɛ dɛ ɔmo kɔ
dabi ɔmo kɔ
okay deɛ na meme hwehwɛ sɛ besie ne sɛ wei so watam akonnwa so wei nso so watam akonnwa so
ɛnti na ɔmo pie
ɛdɔkwa bi apie ɔmo sɛ agya yɛ pie o ɛnya ntɔ ɛnya ntua onua ne fo adeɛ kɔ sɛ deɛ bɛyɛ a asomdue bɛba eti owura ba bɛn menim sɛ bi a waba sɛ ɔba sɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛakoma ne yɛ biribiara hyɛ mu sɛ na ɔno ɔbɛka sɛ mbra no sei na teɛ moma yɛnyɛ sei na nuanom ɛmfa somdue mmra ɛnte saa de a kwame saa January 2021 a ɛkɔpem January 2025 yi ɔmo ya me adi ɔmo ya kwame ɔmo ya me adi ɔmo ya mintumi hu sɛ deɛ bɛɛ paa na nipa agye otumi mu nti a atɔda bi a na tumi nti yama ɔman no ho do no mu aba fam na yɛyɛ de yɛtumi die yɛ party sɛm ankorankora yie di a yɛhwehwɛ sɛ ɛyɛ MPfoɔ nti no yɛma ɔman no mum ɛdeɛ na bɛdi akyire ɛna yɛyɛ di anim kwame ɔyɛ nneɛma bi a ɛfa society ho a I exist because there was a society into which I was born masia metie ase esan sɛ na ɔman bi wɔ hɔ na kuro bi wɔ hɔ na mantam bi wɔ hɔ ansa ne yɛbɛwo mi atom mu na saa mantam ne kuro ne ɔman no na nkɔfoɔ bi tim na ɔmo awu kɔ ansa na me yɛbɛwo mi nti sɛ yɛ ayawo mi nso sɛ sɛbe me yɛbadwe ma deɛ sɛ ba me tirim sɛ me mɛwu afiri saa ɔman yi mu yɛdwene saa yɛma yɛnkasa yɛpɛ sɛ menkum nya ani tumidie ani ɔman no kae ɛsiane sɛ ɔman deɛ yɛyɛ nyinaa kwame yɛbɛda ne agya
yɛnim saa
sɛ yɛnhunu saa sɛbea mu sɛbea mprɛduasa na yɛanhwɛ ankɔnkae na ebi a mensuro a sɛbe na yɛanwene ama yɛadwene no so mu ampi yie ama yɛnkae sɛ ɔgu da hɔ ma yɛ na deɛ yɛyɛ nyinaa parliament efiri 92 ɛbɛpem sɛ ne nipa sɛ na akɔ hɔ a ɔmo ni hɔ bi sese nipa sɛ na owuo abɛfa ɔmo na ɔmo yɛ MPfoɔ ebinom ɔmo kora ɛto ɔmo bra ɔmo parliament no ebinom nso awie na ɔyɛ kɔto aba na wɔanya na ɔhɔ a na bi a owu abɛfa no wɔnum nyinaa wɔ hɔ eti nnɛ yi a wɔwɔ hɔ no kae sɛ ɛbrɛ yɛ ni nka so eti nea yɛyɛ nyinaa dako ebi a na ɔkɔ na wɔn pɛ so aso wɔde anto aba ama wo MP na wɔ hemfa yɛbɛfrɛ former MP si adwene saa kikiri ni bobo ni ade ɛtɔre bi a odwene a wɔnte ase kame ɛnɛ yɛ awerɛho da ma me ɛyɛ nimguase da nso ma Ghana Ye nim onyama yanya efri tete eba parliament ne ho semo a ene anim onyam no kwame eba fom en te yira obio ema nkofo ohunu minim de ebe ya ye betumi asa apagya ya anim ama nkofo ade ye di kwame man fa isi ya
Mati bibi minim say no credit but say speaker Bagbin was actually lawyers say Omuko Supreme Court to go and stay the order. I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, it's
18
apply to stay.
Yeah. Yes, Speaker Bagbin so actually lawyers is Omuko Supreme Court to go and stay the order. You be ditching here bisa.
Kwame ye be ye say yakopem tabe. Na oman no ye bu a ye pese ye koye nim no ye be de naba aduanan no mu akai ye di nka no parliament nkoso papa esan se nipa bebre ye campaign
yeah
ana kakra nka ombetan wona omadwene oman ho no so ebinum ma ate classroom
we are marching to our
ana mbrasa baso ye be say nti ye be twene ma akonkon ho
Brony friend is still mate.
Yeah.
In the meantime, this one from Eja Kanwodia says, what is happening in Parliament is very nice. The NPP MPs should be blamed. They had the chance to vote against Bagbin, but they voted for him. So it's up to them. Fantastic Wilberforce says, let's protect our democracy than our personal interest. And Fantastic Wilberforce reminds me also that Kokroko is live on the Beat FM. Seshi Asarian So. Master P says you are live in Peckham, London. Thank you, Master P. And then Justina says, Otto Couture, you are live here as well. Charles Osem Mensah says, KTI in Kumasi, we're listening to you. Good morning to you. And good morning once again to Abena Dapa, Bacteriology Department, Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Kwame, this morning, Openye Jekume is crying because his beloved party, MPP, does not have his way. Yusuf in Kumasi, thank you. The 2020 election petition, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the NDC. After forcing ambulance case, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of him, acquitted and discharged him. What has changed? Is it not the same Supreme Court? Biggie in Kaswa. Odisha Jabing in Hachu says pronouncements from the Supreme Court must be respected and obeyed. What is happening in Parliament currently is not the best. We need peace. Not FM though. Let's see if there are any others here. Okay, so 80 pound.
Chairman, just 1 minute.
80. Duba Kwabo, Atik. Professor see Duba Kwabo.
Just you can say some words of very. Chairman,
Pacho Obia Chemi say Ora Bagbin Nyode court, no. His lawyers are supposed to vacate the order. Vacate the order, not stay execution. May I say thank you very much for that one. We live and learn every day. Thank you so much. So Alban Bagbin, according to reports, has asked his lawyers to go to the Supreme Court to vacate the order.
The lawyer that
just say on Conco Kachom say asem no mo kan ya bagu mo ntwen so but obviously saying if what you're saying is true, it means the speaker tacitly appreciates the Supreme Court ruling.
No,
Francis Brakwa Kumasi Enede and Nobaye. We are marching to our classes no
Chairman, let me in just a minute.
F.U.
Chairman, I think so.
Right. That's right. Salute. Crap.
I mean, it's not the best for our democracy. And yeah, I can say, oh, we are proud of me. And like you said,
I can't do so much.
Obia.
Chai. I think
I say NDC for near macho.
I said MPP for AP.
Chairman, I mean for when we
Share mini pass stone boy.
Chairman, MPP for APA. Are they going out with the understanding say or money other leadership members no bet not saying command I say they are working out in protest never to come back until
there be
said
Martin say
minority-
almost your more train speaker Bagbin so beba kasa.
And if what you're saying is an indication, I just said, Chairman, we have a long road. But the mechanism say, Omunina Ghana. I mean, I have my strong issues with Niakosi, and I have shared some of them. But in the interest of the generality of Ghana for no, me the mechanism Omunya Butre MPP caucus ne NDC caucus no penny for share Omunshia speaker Ankasa. Now Omundin Komo with a view to finding a resolution to this issue. But I also have a concern, which is said near the way I hear me kakra na ya Janiako Supreme Court. We are using one arm of government to strangle another arm, which is not good for our democracy. Your separation of powers now, Chairman, is not for fun. But when one arm becomes overwhelming and overbearing on the other, we might be opening a floodgate for petty litigants, so that any time speaker be pass ruling biano. Nipano Nabunjuswa, the person is running to the Supreme Court to say, oh, the speaker attempted to interpret, meaning in Muma interpretation, and that can be underwhelming for the work of Parliament. But Ninino, I am happy, say, Speaker is taking this route. Once the ruling, you can disagree, you may not even like the nature of the ruling. But so this one, sir, pending any other process to reverse and a change near Omodia Bay. Until then,
until then is what you know.
Yes, I say okay. But near speaker, you know, says here, Wako court to vacate. Tell me, it's getting trickier. Wako court, let's grant say near Titini no correct. All chambers no is he going to, in the meantime, work with the order of the court and now say or better until the order Yeah, we have a long day.
Okay, I'll leave it there. Nana Kumema, meet your closing comments. Yes, Nana.
Majority for one bomb basso. Say, I might choose the legal way to resolve differences, because now can. And person Parliament, besa bidigidi basa basa confrontation. Na soldiers are baho. And the the same majority this time. One can say a quack confront to NDC phone. Now we choose who court. Kwabi, let's call a spade a spade.
Me too.
Court my ruling. Why one jam tomorrow? You are the one to be blamed. Say court a my ruling. Now say unjin tomorrow. One now breaking law. So the NDC phone, they are breaking the law. Yanka, let's call a spade a spade.
And not a digging implement.
Well, Speaker Bagbin, Ose or Sanko Court. That is the way to go. Sanko Court, not a court to say. Minimum Yaji was a Yamake. That's the way to go. Until say he has to obey the court ruling. Only choice. Only choice. Well, now I think so. Say the pair court now when inji one. Nkomo nye den. Omo nkontokwa. Sentia siem ba ya. Enye court nye be ko dey asiesie asem. Na ye nkontokwa. Minti na o kana say.
Martina na
namni chato. Namni chato. Even say parliament ho. So munya apo adwen ko benko. Omunya apene so. Na openya jekum say. Na parliament aye no kwa mani nje ho mati amra obetimi dia court even kwa women omkoma adwen ko benko. How much more when they disagree? No one court omunye dem omuntokwa e na wo hwe.
When you open this floodgate,
what is floodgate? That is why the law is there. That is why the people are paid to be on the bench.
Kwame mi wie no.
Apanyi wie ni enko.
That's National Peace Council. Christian Council. And then some penfo no. Animu ya omo Asia speaker. And majority. And minority.
Depending on who is minority and majority.
Osia omunyina.
Caucus is
na council of state almost so enye nea ombeye na enne no train kwame asomdwemra o man
because according to Honorable Afenyomakin, they still have some important agreements.
Yeah, no, okay,
and
court my ruler, you may power chair say accept the court ruling. Kwame.
Jama, when him say speak about go into the chambers and say our agenda didn't see the dini.
I don't know.
Court here there. Court to my ruler. You going to pay NDC for actually. Court.
Knock off a bio. 12 minutes past 11. And we are checking out, making way for Kofi Kumbilson, who would also make way for the news at 12. Thanking you for joining us by ear, voice, text, and eyes. God willing, back tomorrow morning. In the meantime, may your day be blessed. Remember to keep your dreams and hopes alive. It's all you have. And in all of this, work out, court decisions, ups and downs, when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.